Hey folks, I want to welcome you to this video. My name is James Womo. Okay, it's freezing up here in the States, but I decided to do this recording. And the reason is, it's simple. It is time for us to be able to educate our people in Liberia. Okay, there are too many people that live in Liberia that they don't really know what is happening around them. And you can't blame these people because, hey, I don't want to call it, but they are uneducated. They are uneducated. They follow what they see. Okay, and this is what we are seeing every day in Liberia. We have a country that is drowning on the George River, and people don't really care. They celebrate. And what pastors mean is people who you think should know better, they are the ones that are supporting this man. And again, the reason is because they're benefiting from it. So, folks, I think it is our responsibility. It's freezing out here, but I've decided to come here, to do this video at least twice a month, to talk about Liberia, to be able to educate our people on what is happening to them. We have to do it. We cannot have a country, when the rest of the world is progressing, we have people there, and all they do is to loot what belongs to the poor. We cannot have a country like that. We cannot have a country like that. And I've decided 2022 to advocate. I'm going to continue to advocate. I'm going to continue to talk about what is happening in our country to our people. Okay? We have to speak out. We have to speak out. And the reason why Liberia is going like that, because we had a civil war that killed almost about 50,000 people or more than that. And those very people who killed our families, destroyed our villages, they are living in impunity. They are senators, they are representatives, they are the richest people in Monrovia. That's the kind of country we have. And so, folks, we have to speak out. This is not about who you want to. This is not about power. This is about, look, I'm going to start advocating. 2022, I've decided to be one of those advocates from the States that will be trying to educate our people about what is happening to them. Okay, probably they don't understand what is happening to them. And that is why they are going to Nathaniel McGay's house, standing on the fence. He comes out, he stands there all day he comes out getting 4 cups of rice. And they feel happy going home because Nathaniel McGay gave them 4 cups of rice. We cannot have a country like that. It should be a disrespect to yourself as a human being. You cannot be going to somebody's house, standing on a fence, somebody who you hired, going on a fence, waiting they gave you 4 cups of rice and you come home with it. You cannot live like that. You cannot live like that. You have your wife, you have your children, you have your husband. Okay? You should be able to support your family at home. But we have an environment like what we have in Liberia, with a few hands of people looting everything that belongs to the poor. This is what happened. This is what is going on, folks, and we need to speak out. I have decided to continue talking. I'm going to be in Liberia. If you see me in Liberia, you want to grab me a couple of hairs off, it's your business, but I'm not going to keep quiet anymore. Liberia is for all of us. All of us. Okay? All of us. There are too many poor people in Liberia today than ever before. Just for the Christmas, they spend almost $1,000 or more just on people. And the reason is because the economy is bad. You have a group of people who are taking everything. All they're doing is, all George and cohorts and his group of looters are doing is that they collect their money and build mansions. That's all they're doing. They build mansions. George became president after 6 months. He built about 50 houses. He got a church. He broke his 6 or 12th Street home down. He turned it into a palace. This is the kind of guy we got. Okay, this is the kind of, he's egocentric. All is about him. It's not about Liberia. When you really, pour Kota on a little piece of road and you see people celebrating. This is the kind of man we have. So, folks, look, I'm going to do this twice a month and just to emancipate. This is about emancipation, folks. This is about enlightenment. We have to educate our people. Because if we do not do this, you're going to see George becoming president again for the 2nd term. And the reason what happened, what did not happen, because we failed to do what I'm doing right now. It's freezing out here, folks. We failed to do it. So, folks, I'm going to leave it at that. Look, be looking out for these videos at least twice a month. I'm going to be discussing Liberia. Liberia is for all of us. It's not for one person. And even if my dear father was president of Liberia and he's not doing the right thing, I'm going to stand here and say it. Okay, you cannot have a country where you got a president where the rest of West Africa is progressing. When he gets ready, he goes to make music. Okay, he goes to make music. Okay, people don't take you serious. People don't take you serious. If you're a president of a country, you're doing that, the rest of the world would not take you serious. People will not take that taxpayers' money and give it to you when they see you in such a behavior. It means that you're not a serious man. Okay, and it is. George Weah is very unserious. The man is very unserious. They made him president because I didn't vote for him. It is now Miata, Musu, you know, those are the people, Omen Flomo, those are the people that voted for him. Because I'm not going to look at myself and cast a vote for George Weah. I would never do it in my life, under my dead body. I would never do it. So folks, this is where we find ourselves, and we have to come together and make sure that George Weah, the Samuel Tue, the Nathaniel McGay, and all of those guys that we know to be the hierarchy of the CDC and they are in government have voted out of power. We cannot continue to have a country that is drowning every day and we think it's a joke. Liberia is drowning. No substantial investment is going in our country because of the kind of leadership we have. We have to do it. We have to do it. We have to do it. Okay, we have to do it. We have to try to talk about people. Martin Luther King did it. Okay, and today there's progress in the United States because of the sacrifices that were made by people like Martin Luther King, you know, Louis Farrakhan, you know, these are all people in the United States, you know, that have advocated over the years, and many more that have advocated over the years that have made America what it is today. At least there's some level of emancipation for black people in America, even though it's not 100%, because we see that every day. But without these people, these things don't happen. So Liberia needs people to speak out. Not people who will become advocates today, tomorrow they want to become senators. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people who will speak on behalf of the people and make sure the right thing is done. So folks, I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, watch out for these videos at least twice a month. It's freezing out here. I'm going to make sure to always produce these videos. We need to educate our people. We cannot have a country like Liberia where people are dying every day because of hunger, poverty, and disease. We have to end that. I think.